So do you guys know a child or have a child that has had developmental delays or difficulties? These you might see this in like they don't sit typically on time, they don't walk, they don't crawl. The big things that kids are supposed to do. My son has CP, which is cerebral palsy, which he had all of those delays up until he didn't start actually becoming a part of the family until he was about 10, 11 months old. The rest of the time he just slept all the time. And so it was really weird for me, which now has led me into where my career is going, which I want to be a early childhood special education teacher. And where would you find an early childhood special education teacher? Typically they are in a classroom or in a family home, working with children to build up their abilities. Basically, you make goals and you try to do different activities to help them get to those goals. These difficulties can include speech, vision, limited motor skills, and another thing that the early childhood special education teacher will do is build an IFSP, which is an individual family service plan. It's a written plan to help meet the goals, or an IEP, which is in school, where they build a plan to tailor each education system to each child. The next thing I want to talk about is job opportunities. When I spoke with Lisa and Brooke, which is an early childhood special education teacher here in Faribault, she said that there are endless opportunities because there is not many people that actually go the full force to become an early childhood special education, so therefore leaves a lot of space open. The only backdrop to that is once you get into that field, you don't typically get out until they like force you out. And so another thing I found was that there's a very little research on the career side of early childhood special education teachers. You can find early childhood teachers and special education teachers, but put them together and there's not much there for it. I did do a job search for around the area, and I found about 10 to 50 within the 30-mile radius of our town of Faribault. So, I mean, it's fairly good opportunity. The next thing I want to talk about is the advantages and disadvantages of working in ECSE or early childhood special education. When I was talking to Lisa, she said that the biggest advantage is allowing a child to be a child, even though they have difficulties. So even though they don't have the motor to grab something, they still get to feel it. They still get to experience those childlike things that sometimes we as adults, we don't think about. Like, you don't think about your child touching fabric. You wouldn't make a point of it because they just do it. Well, like with Carter, he didn't do it, so we had to help him with it. The biggest downfall, she said, was doing the paperwork and doing the IFSP and the IEP. She said there's a lot of jumping hoops to make sure that the child gets what they need. So in conclusion, I have told you where you will find an ECSE teacher, their job opportunities, and the advantages and disadvantages of the career. Thank you. Any questions? Yeah.
Do you want to stay in Faribault and be a teacher, or do you want to?
I would prefer to stay in Faribault, but I would also like to go to like smaller communities like Kenyon or Wanamingo, where you get the smaller communities, because I think it's less likely to have as a job there. Yep.
Are you looking at going more into the school system, or would you like to work with families?
I want to work with families. I want to be a birth to 3 teacher, and a lot of people are like, well, what is this birth to 3 you need a teacher for? And so, but it is. It's just basically you get into the home and you identify whether or not they've got the delays and then helping them meet their milestones. Alright, any other questions? Yes?
What was the pay on that? The average pay?
There's not really any
It's hard to
research.
say.
I mean, they have early childhood education and they've got special education, but they don't have for the early childhood special education together. So, I mean, special education was making an upwards of 55 to 75,000. Teachers are making 45 to 50,000. So, fairly decent. All right, thank you.